Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Super happy to be here today. I had some great questions in regards to the Handy Gym and the actual rope that is used for the Handy Gym. What is the rope for? Why does it look so confusing? Why is the rope so expensive? Let's get into that today. So when it comes to rope health and longevity with this machine, something that you're going to want to keep in mind is the fact that this rope is vital to the machine's function. This rope does a couple of different things. Not only does this rope help you to measure out the movement that you're looking to do, so based upon the movement, you're going to be changing the rope setting in order to give you more or less slack. It's also going to allow you to add versatility to this machine. So what makes this machine so incredible is the fact that you can use it pretty much any single place on earth, and you can hook it up to any single thing that you see in your general surrounding area. That rope is vital to that, because if you have an object that you need to hook up to that may be 5 feet away, it's absolutely possible because of the amount of slack that this machine allows you to have. It adds versatility and it also adds functionality. Why is the rope so expensive? Well, you may look at this machine, you may see me use it, or you may see it on the website, you may say, oh, okay, it's a cord, it's attached to a machine. Yeah, all right, it helps you measure out movements, but when mine breaks, why is it so expensive to replace? I don't know all the details in terms of what type of cord this is, but let me tell you, this cord is not weak. It needs to take a beating. This cord allows you to have 220 pounds worth of weight on this machine. So it is not any regular rope. It's a very specialized rope. So if it does break, when you have to replace it, you're gonna have to spend some money to do it. I don't even know how much it costs. Honestly, if you want, you could check out the Handy Gym website in order to find that out. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be cheap. Now, if the rope does break before its time, like for example, you get the machine, one of the fantastic subscribers of this channel actually purchased the machine, and I think the rope busted after like a couple of weeks. They contacted me, I contacted the company, and they went ahead and got a brand new rope for nothing, because that shouldn't have happened, okay? But we're also going to get into how to prevent this from happening a little bit later in the video. It might look a little bit confusing seeing all that slack hanging from the machine, but let me tell you, once it's on the opposite side of the actual rope regulator, which is the metal piece on the rope on the machine itself, once that rope and all that slack is hanging on the opposite side, it truly isn't confusing. It just looks ugly. And that's why I've always used a rubber band to tie up that rope in order to allow that rope slack to not hang, not get in the way, not look ugly. On the newer version of the Handy Gym, the more quiet version that you guys may have seen has come out, which is fantastic, by the way. That quiet version really makes a huge difference in your training. They've actually attached a Velcro strap to the machine, so you can go ahead and tie up your slack nice and easy. I think it's a fantastic, very basic, but very functional and beneficial add-on that can really help you to be less confused when you look at the machine. It might look like a jumble of cord while it's hanging, and you may get confused, but once it's tied up, it's a non-issue, and your mind completely becomes clear, and you learn how to use the machine appropriately, and you'll get to a point where even if you don't have all that rope slack tied up, you're going to end up understanding how to use this machine. There's 2 ways to use this machine. When it comes to your movement, you can go ahead and take that machine, the Handy Gym, full-blown force all the way till the end of the movement, and then what's going to happen is the machine's going to reach the end of the cord and it's going to bounce back really, really hard because you took it to the end. So you punched that machine, it hit a wall, let's call it, and now because it hit the wall, it's going to bounce back really, really quickly and really, really harshly. That's fine, you can do that, but once you actually learn how to use the machine, once you become accustomed to how this machine works, you're going to realize that not only do you not have to do that in order to get a good smooth recoil, because really what you want is a smooth recoil. You want this machine to come back nice and smooth because it's not only going to help you while you're training, there's going to be less impact on your joints, there's going to be less impact on the machine itself, which is going to add to longevity of the machine and of the rope, but it's also going to allow for a nice smooth transition for your muscles. Everything's going to be very, very fluid. So it's good on all aspects. I remember when I was first learning this machine, I thought you had to punch that machine, allow it to bang, and then bounce back. But you don't have to do that at all. And again, this is going to come to you learning the machine, understanding how it works, and the more you use the machine, the more you're going to learn it. Don't feel frustrated in the beginning. It does take a little time to understand, but trust me when I tell you, this type of training is so beneficial, it's worth the learning curve. Because you have so much rope on the machine to use, you can vary the rope setting in order to allow the wear on the rope to be more consistent. So not one part of the rope is just getting wear on it. You can go ahead and vary that length to kind of share the wear along the entire span of the rope. So even though there's not much wear, I've been using the same rope for almost the last, I think, 2 years. So there's like barely any wear. If you know how to use the machine and you know how to actually take care of the rope, there really isn't much of an issue. Another thing when it comes to longevity of this rope and the machine itself is I've done a video in the past talking about how you need to lubricate the rope. Every so often, depending on how much you use this machine, you're going to want to go ahead and lubricate that rope because it's going to allow the friction, it's going to allow less friction to build up on the rope, which is going to allow the machine to run more smoothly, and it's going to prevent fraying of the rope. I've had people hit me up and say, Joe, my rope broke. I've only had it for 6 months. Joe, my rope broke. I've only had it for 3 weeks. Well, just like with any manufacturing, you can go ahead and expect that there's going to be some problems when it comes to manufacturing. There might be manufacturing defects. Perhaps your rope was manufactured and the quality control wasn't there, or maybe there was just a defect in it. So what's going to happen is you're going to reach out to the company and they're going to go ahead and understand that, and they're going to replace that rope for you. Handy Gym is very, very accommodating. They're a fantastic company with human beings behind the product. It's not just a company that's out there looking to make money. They want to see their customers happy, and they're really trying to change the way you train. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mueller Sports. Well, Mueller Sports has actually acquired, they're actually sponsoring Handy Gym. So if you buy Handy Gym within the United States, you're going to be working with Mueller Sports. You're going to be buying from Mueller. If you take a look at Mueller, everything that they stand behind is in regards to your health, your mental and physical health when it comes to your activities, when it comes to sports and training and stuff like that. They're responsible for body tapes and things like this, different types of compression garments and stuff like that to help you and your body heal up after training, to keep you going. Well, they're very accommodating. They understand what this kind of stuff is all about. And so if you reach out to them, if you have any problems, trust me when I tell you, they're going to take care of you. But you want to treat the machine correctly. Not all the time are you going to have a rope break and it's going to be a defect in the rope. You have a lot of people abusing the ropes, not understanding how to use them, without understanding exactly how the machine works. So before you use this machine, feel free to hit me up. Hit me up on an Instagram in a direct message. I'm going to give you a free class if you need to learn about this machine. I'm going to teach you the ins and the outs of it and get you going when it comes to your training on Handy Gym. Once you have that class, so many people feel so much more comfortable with the machine, understand how this machine works, and you're going to see that it can truly revolutionize your training because you can train from anywhere. You can do anything you want, full body workouts, and you can carry this thing in a book bag. It has concentric and eccentric force. It is an amazing, incredible piece of equipment that can truly help change your life. I'm over here, I'm not in my usual space. If you follow the channel, you know that, I'm not my usual space. I'm actually in Mexico right now, and I'm carrying around a full gym with me at all times. I can train from a forest, I can train from a backyard, I can train from any number of places that I want. I can go anywhere in the world. Just throw in a book bag, and now you're carrying a full-blown gym up to 220 pounds on your back. I hope this video helps you understand the rope a little bit better. I know it can look confusing. I do understand that. It was confusing to me too. If you've seen one of the first videos I've ever made on Handy Gym, I explained to you guys that very likely when you first pick this machine up, you're going to say, why did I buy this thing? But let me tell you, it doesn't take long for you to realize that there was a reason you bought it, and it's because you want power, portability, concentric, eccentric phases, and you want to be able to be unstoppable when it comes to your training. You never want to miss a day when it comes to your gains, and this machine is going to allow you to do that. So hit me up if you have any questions. Hope all is well with you guys. Feel free to use a coupon that I have to save you guys some money, and I'll catch you all at the next video.